It's time for a paradigm shift. Truth. A reality-changing truth that I feel needs to come to light. And it's because we're finally getting to a point in time where we're consuming the resources of nature. We're consuming Mother Earth to the point where she can't continue to renew those needs within us. So it's time for us to still and start to think outside of the box. I stand up and full believe, that it should be taken to our government that the prohibition for marijuana be released. Here is why. Do you know that hemp, the marijuana plant itself, is one of the most fertile plants out there for renewable sources that we need in this time, in this age? And it can be cultivated, and many new businesses and many new jobs created from the simple plant of marijuana. It doesn't just usher in good feeling vibes within the body, but it can be created into many things that we need, from clothing, plastic, the one thing that we're killing our earth. Our Mother Earth is a revengeful mother if we do not learn to take care of her, and we're killing her because we do not understand our connection to her. And we need to understand that the things have been given to us to become fruitful. Marijuana, the hemp, can be turned into plastic. It can be turned into biodiesel fuel. It can be turned into medicine. It can be turned into cosmetics. It can be turned into paper. It can be turned into, I know there's a couple other things in there, but it can be turned into so many different beneficial things. And it works with Mother Nature because it's biodegradable. It works with her. But we have a ban on it because marijuana is illegal. And marijuana is illegal because they do not understand how it works with the psyche and the body. See, a lot of those old ads as children that we were programmed, well, back then, yeah, it did make people lazy, though, because people didn't understand how to use it, and we were depressed and oppressed. And because it's a psyche type drug, you have to be intentional with it and say they didn't know. And not just that, it really wasn't like that. In all honesty, I mean, the worst thing it would do is kind of, make you lazy, but it would never make you throw your baby into a blender, which is really kind of funny. But we're kind of coming into a time now where we need some relief in our lives, okay? And that marijuana ban that we have within ourselves, that the fact that you spend so much money trying to prevent people from getting marijuana, and it's really truly sad because it changes lives. It actually will help you to heal through it. If you understood how to use marijuana in the proper way, it actually works with your psyche to grow and expand, and the ideas flow endlessly. And to be able to have a consumable plant, a plant that can be harvested into many things, the things that we are doing to kill our plant, our Mother Earth. That's why she's coming at us. That's why she's throwing us plagues, because we don't know how to live in unity with her, because we are destroying her by using her things that she needs to breathe. See, we are using her trees, which are her lungs, to breathe. She has given us seed-bearing plants for all those things. Marijuana is a fruitful seed-bearing plant because it's one of the most versatile plants out there, yet it's the one thing that the government calls the devil's lettuce and throws you into jail for using. Well, government, now is the time for us to start working with our people. And you know what? If you just literally remove it, you got to get people who teach people about marijuana the right way, because you have ignorant people that don't understand marijuana. And so it needs to be taught properly. It is an intentional spiritual drug that works with the cannabinoid system within the body to heighten its current state of awareness. So if you are smoking and you're fearful that you're going to go to jail, you're going to become very paranoid. And you're going to, but you're not going to go hurting people. You're not going to go looking for things. The last thing that it is a gateway drug. I'm sorry, but I've been through every drug in the book. Marijuana is the one thing that when I'm without, I am happy. I can do without marijuana. I don't need it to be able to be me. Too, when I was on pain medication, I was sick in pain all the time. Without it, I would kill. Without it, I did a lot of very terrible things. I stole from my own mother. When I was out without my Loratab, my Norco, my Oxycontin, my Roxycodone, my fentanyl. I had the shit I would do. Yet you have a ban on marijuana. And marijuana is the one thing that came into my life that gave me freedom from my pain. Whereas I used to suffer with fibromyalgia all the time. Oh my God, I couldn't sleep whenever. All the time did I suffer with fibromyalgia. The pain was excruciating. I couldn't sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night because I would feel my stomach being ripped open from the medicine that I was on. And then I found marijuana. And when I found it, it was illegal. So of course I had to keep it to myself, and of course that made me very paranoid, and I couldn't function at all because of my paranoia. Until I learned to get over it. Until I learned that it's okay to smoke, and that actually it's the government who had it wrong. And I really support it 100%. And I really wish you could get behind it and support it 100% too, because we have denied ourselves a true potential to grow in the industry of hemp. See, we need to come out of the coal mine and the fuel industry, and we need to go into the hemp industry, because the hemp works with Mother Nature. And then that way we could work in unity. And not just that, but you're going to usher in a lot of good peace too, because you're going to bring people the relief they need. Because marijuana helps to slow anxiety. It stops it completely when you know how to use it properly. So you need to teach people intention so that when they smoke, they can smoke with intention. See, I smoke to alleviate my pain when I'm in pain. When I am in anxiety, I smoke to alleviate my anxiety. I tell myself that. I don't just go to do it to escape anymore, which I have done that too. But I still was a lot better than when I turned to any other drug in this reality. So the fact that I can go and buy alcohol in a store, drink the alcohol, and then anger comes out of me and I take it out on everything else, that's okay. But I can't go to the store and buy me a joint, which will relieve me from all the pain and anxiety that you have instilled through an entire lifetime of doing things your way. Government, I love you too. But we need to change paradigm. We need to think something different, because Mother Earth is fighting back. And trust me, this, if we can even scrounge through this one, it's not going to stop until we start to get it right, until we just start working within union with Mother Nature. You know, government, you really need to start to understand this, you know, because we need someone there too, but we need someone there to understand us as a psychic being, as an energetic being, because that's what we are. And so I stand for the prohibition of marijuana. If you stand with me, share, like, comment, spread it, do whatever. But it's not so people can get high. It's so people can be educated to the truth of what the hemp industry and the hemp revelation would be, and how much we would all work better together, and how much we would prosper. I mean, we would be abundant beyond what we could ever be, but we would also be at true peace of whatever we could be, because marijuana ushers in the factor of peace. It brings in stillness. It raises the vibrational frequency of the body so truth and understanding may come in. We could live in a time grand of peace if y'all would literally just decriminalize, legalize marijuana. But you got to go through all your little steps, and you got to make all your tests, and you got to make sure everything is okay. Well, we're okay, and we can handle it. We got our big boy pants on. And it will usher in a new way of living. But continue to do your medical. Continue to work on that industry and help create things for medicine. But don't go charge it to the point where people can't afford it. Let's not get greedy, because that's pretty much what it is. We need to stop the greediness. We need to work in unity so that we can work with everything we can been given in abundance. Because that's what it is. So, Mr. President, light a joint. Stop for a minute and smoke a little weed and relax. Why don't you go hang out like Snoop Dogg, okay? Take some advice from him. Why doesn't everybody just pick up a joint? We should have like International Joint Day, where everybody just first stops for a moment, picks up a joint and smokes with the intention of just letting go of everything for a moment so we can have a little bit of peace. Trust me, I've been down the road, and I will be a spokesman for it, because I've been through it. I've been through every drug, and I understand what we're hurting ourselves and how we're hurting ourselves, but by trying to control this aspect, just because we don't fully understand it. Well, we're grown-ups now, and so we can handle our own medicine. So please, remove the ban. Share. Let's not be fearful, because you're fearing something that could literally revolutionize who we are in the hemp industry. That fear needs to be removed, because hemp can change the world and usher in a whole new way of living with Mother Earth. Be blessed. And know that it's okay. Because beauty is coming. And because God has you. And this is all in a divine plan to be able to usher in more beauty. So find your moment of stillness in your chaos, and just know that a new way of living is ushering in. A paradigm shift is happening, and it's going to be beautiful. Have faith in yourself.